Hello guys, welcome to the new video. In this video, we'll be discussing about the Nifty 50 prediction for the upcoming week, and especially on the Monday morning, how we can trade on, and we will be analyzing in the multiple time frame analysis. So this over here, if you see, we have a Nifty 50, weekly chart over here. So if you see here, we had a seen, continuous three green candles with lower shadows in a minor lower shadows in couple of candles, and we had a huge body over here without without any shadows. But the next candle we had seen a full engulfing candle, and afterwards we have seen a lot of Nifty try to go till 19,300 to 50 odd levels, but we have seen a pullback from that level especially. So the important level that we have to watch out is 19,000. Let me clear this. If you see here, the opening price is around 19,525 and the low is around 432. So as of now, if you see, like 19,432 is the one wherein this gap zone, wherein we see in between these two candles is around like 30, 60 to 70 points is what our the gap zone is there. So wherein Nifty will try to take support over here in this zone, and the similar thing has happened over here. If I draw this line here, second. If I draw these two lines here, especially not to the scale, but however you see here, this weekly candle we saw a bounce from the similar level, and even the Nifty tried to in the next week we saw around Nifty going till 90,300 odd levels. From there we saw a sharp bounce back. So the important thing is 19,520 level over here and 19,430 level on the lower side. And especially the important thing to watch out is, like, if you see this candle low is around 19,333. So around even if you see there's a gap zone which I was talking about, 19,450 to 19,500. And even if you see, we last week also we saw around Nifty going till the low of 19,480, and we have seen a bounce back, and the Nifty has closed around 19,755. So let's move ahead with a daily time frame analysis over here. The On a daily time frame basis, we had seen the breakout of this red candle, wherein the resistance and the low in the Nifty was trying to, was in between this zone for a lot of time. Over here, see, we had a fake breakdown, and then again Nifty bounced back in this zone. We have seen on 2 days Nifty was trading above this zone. Again, we have seen gap down in the opening, but the market has closed almost to the the same resistance level where it was initially taking the support over here for the two candles. So the important thing is the resistance will be around 19,800 level, 19,000 precisely, 19,840 on the higher side, and the another plus or minus 20 points. It will be not exactly the similar level, because we have here the gap zone wherein the similar level Nifty has bounced back here. Let me show you the exact levels over there. Let me zoom in a bit. If I mark the levels over here for the daily time frame basis, it is 19,850, wherein the high of this is around 19,850 itself. And if I take the next candle over here, there is a 19,900. So around 50 points there is a zone. Even though if Nifty takes out 19,850, 840 levels, then Nifty might go till 19,900, and there it might take again resistance over here, because we had seen a from this point in the closing we see a gap down, and especially, and after that we saw Nifty being going again down from that level. So there will be kind of Nifty might face resistance at 19,900, especially with the upcoming weeks. We need to check out. However, there are a lot of Q3 quarter results happening, so this level might be taken out if and unless and until we see some good results in the upcoming weeks. So however, if I move to the smaller time frame now, over here the important thing on the lower side also is around 19,680 level, around 680, exactly 680 to 650 zone. I will take you to the lower time frame where we'll be able to understand much more clearly about the levels on the downside. This is a 15-minute time frame over here. If you see, the Nifty was trying to was following the trend line of this zone, wherein there was a selling at this point. Similar basis we saw couple of times sell off over here, At the same time, if you see over here, the Nifty was kind of in the particular day there was a zone which was happening. Every day there was kind of zone and there was a breakout, and ultimately in the next day we have seen either a gap up or gap down. Everywhere it was happening over here. Even if you consider these 2 days over here, we saw Nifty trading in the hardly like on 760 on the lower side, and on the top we had around 19,840. So hardly this comes around like 80 points, 80 points on the both side. So this is where the decay will happen more. So over here, if you see, the important thing why I'm trying to tell you about this pattern over here is, uh, if you see, observe here, there was a resistance pattern being formed over here. So once this level was taken, and we saw a sharp bounce back. Even though we had seen there was a Nifty had taking resistance at the similar level around 19,650 levels, around exactly 19, one second, clear. So this level comes around like 19,670 levels. So the important thing is like Nifty was in this zone for 2 days in this particular zone, because of the US inflation data, and Infosys also had given a bad result. So Nifty gap down around, like it went on to, mm, so here the Nifty on Friday itself, it had gone till 19,630, 635 level. So if you observe over here, we had a price action happening exactly at this level, wherein Nifty had consolidated over here for, on a 15-minute time frame. Here it has 1.5 an hour there was a consolidation. Even here also there was some slight consolidation and a rejection also. So Nifty took a, like there was a sharp rally in this point, and the, especially if you see, there was a rejection at this point. Even there was some sort of consolidation and a rejection. Nifty, after a huge buying interest in the early morning, and even Nifty came around the similar level. So the important thing to watch out on the lower side is, we have a price action, and there is some 200 moving average also confluence over here. So if you come to this, exactly this level is around 19,680, 680 level on the lower side, where we might see support, and we can expect buying interest over here. And the next support will be around 19,600, where we have the similar price action here, 19,600 plus or minus 20 points over here, because we have price action being formed here, wherein rejection, the support over here, here also support, and there was a rejection over here. So multiple times there was support and resistance pattern being formed at 19,600. So 19,600 will be the zone wherein we might expect another bounce back on the lower side if we expect any crackdown. However, 19,680 would be the good zone to enter also over here. And the profit booking might be in the zone of 19,840 on the higher side. It is on the upper side. The on Friday also we saw 19,800. So the first resistance which might be the case is 19,800 and 19,840 over level. If this level are taken, then the major, the what we discuss on weekly time frame basis, 19,900 will be the resistance zone on the first of all, as we had seen a gap down in this, in those cases. The important thing is the, this level wherein we had multiple support, and we need to observe whether like the Nifty is trying to take out the level what we had discussed, with what sort of candle is forming. If we see this sort of, sideways momentum, then there will be no much momentum in the option buying, so hence we might lose up, the premium. That's what, ultimately it will get decayed. So the important levels will be as per as we have discussed, and if Nifty takes out 19,900, we will expect 20,000, 20,100 in the upcoming days. Like maybe if Nifty gives closing above this, the next day we might expect a gap up, and we can see a 20,000 levels. So the, as per our technical analysis, 19,600 is the level where we will, and 19,670 level also, and on the higher side we saw 19,840 and 19,800 as per our technical analysis. I'll take you to the option chain analysis, wherein we can see what sort of put writing and call writing has happened on particular strike prices. So this is the upcoming week expiry option option chain analysis. So if I move on to 19,000 at the money strike price over here, if you see, Nifty has closed here at 19,750. So 19,750 premium is around like 86 rupees for the call and 97 rupees for the put. So cumulatively we have around like 85 points on the higher side, 85 points on the lower side, so which comes around 19,000. If I do 750 minus 80, around 90 points only, I will assume it will come around 19,660 points on the lower side. So as per this straddle, and on the higher side we have 19,750 plus around, I will also assume this as a 90. So 19,000 840 is the low higher side on the, the premium. What if the person who would have sold call and put for the same strike price, the higher side, what we came to know from this strategy is here 19,000 6 for 660 is on the lower side, we will expect a support, and on the higher side 19,840 is what we might face a resistance over here. And these points are exactly what we had discussed in the technical analysis, irrespective of seeing the option chain previously. So if I move on to the Nifty chart, what we had discussed over here is 19,670, exactly what we had discussed, and 19,840 is what we had discussed the about the resistance and the support level. So another support what we discussed is 19,600, wherein, and on the higher side 19,900. So this is what we had discussed on a technical, along with we have a confluence of the data from the option chain. So the open interest for this 19,700 is 21 lakh, and even if you see the put writing is also similar on the similar basis. The major concentration of the put writing is, if you see, is 65 lakh on the 19,700, and if I move on to 19,800 calls, over here we have around 62 lakh. So the put writers on the 19,700 is 65 lakh, and almost on 19,800 is around 63 lakh. So similar basis, that we have a confluence of technical and the option chain. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I expect you guys to also analyze the similar on your understanding, and try to improve to observe the candles and all. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.